Good evening, Eagles. You are flipping in fifth with me, Mrs. G. Today we're talking about topic 11, lesson 3. And today's learning target is, I can use compatible numbers and rounding to estimate with fractions. Yay! I know you love to estimate. Here's today's vocabulary word, compatible numbers. This is just one of the ways we can estimate. Compatible numbers are numbers close to the actual number, but easier to solve mentally. So here's what we already know. If you were going to multiply mixed numbers, we know that you are going to round it to a whole number. So in this case, we would round 11 and 7/8 to 12 because 1/2 of 8 is 4, 7 is greater than 4, so we're going to round this up. Times 4 because 1/2 of 3 is 1 1/2, 1 is less than that, we would make it 4. 12 times 4 is 48. However, when you are looking at a mixed number and you're going to choose a compatible number, you don't have to round it the way that we know. You can round it up or down depending on what makes it a better compatible number. So today we're going to learn how to estimate a fraction times a whole number. Here's today's problem of the day. Mr. Whalen, yep, there he goes. Mr. Whalen is training for a 15-mile race. He started running a few miles every day. Now he's running 3/4 of the length of the race each day. About how many miles is Mr. Whalen running each day? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to figure out what is this problem asking us, and we're going to highlight that information. So here, about how many miles is Mr. Whalen running each day? That is the question we're being asked. Now I also underline this word about. Remember, whenever we see about in any sort of a story problem, word problem, we know that we are looking for an estimate, not an actual number, an estimate. Then we need to go through and figure out what's our important information. Well, here we know it's a 15-mile race and that 3/4 the length of the race is what he is running each day. So our problem here is going to be 3/4 times 15. So now what we need to do is, in order to make it easier, we need to find a compatible number that goes with the denominator, which is 4. So let's think about our multiples of 4 and find something that's close to 16. So we have 4, 8, 12, 16. So we're going to change the 15 to the 16 using compatible numbers. Again, numbers that are easy to work with mentally. So our new problem is going to be 3/4 of 16. As you learned in your previous lessons, of is just another word for multiply. So here we've got 3/4 of 16 or 3/4 times 16. So here's how you solve it. We're going to do 16 divided by 4, which is 4, 4 times the numerator, which is 3, which equals 12. So about 12 miles is what he runs each day. 16 divided by 4, here's your 4, and you're going to multiply it by the numerator, and that gives you about 12 miles. So go ahead and try this one now using compatible numbers. What would you change that 19 to? 3/4 of 19. Go ahead and use compatible numbers to estimate and pause the video and come back when you're ready. Coming back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we've got 3/4, we know that, of, and what did you change it to? Well, let's think about all of our multiples of 4 and see if we can get something close to 19. Well, we've got 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So we're going to use 20. And then to figure it out, you do 20 divided by 4, which gives you 5, and then 5 times 3 is about 15. If you didn't get that answer, go ahead and pause the video, go back, rewatch it, see where you made your mistake. Now it's your turn to try. Here are tonight's practice problems. I want you to estimate the product using compatible numbers. Remember, when you have a mixed number like this, you don't have to round it like we learned how to in earlier lessons. You can just find a number that's close, a whole number that's close, that's a compatible number for the denominator that you're multiplying it by. Go ahead and pause the video, work out the answers, and come back and see if you got them right. Coming back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so here are your answers for tonight. Number 1, we changed the 35 to 36 because it's a multiple of 9, so our answer was 20. Here we changed 21 3/4 to 20 because it is a compatible number for 5. It's a multiple of 5, so your answer here is 4. Here we changed 6 4/5 to 7 because it is, when we round this one, because we don't have to find a compatible number to 3. So we're going to round this one. 1/2 of 5 is 2 1/2. 4 is higher than that or greater than that, so you're going to round the 6 up to a 7. 7 times 3 is 21. Here in this case, we are going to do the same thing. 11/12 is going to round up to 1. 4 7/8, well, 1/2 of 8 is 4. 7 is greater than that, so we know we're going to round this up to a 5. So 1 times 5 is 5. And then here, number 5, the answer is 90. That was just an extra slide. Sorry about that one. So before you go, make sure you've checked your work and you wrote how many you got correct out of 5. Be honest, this is not for a grade. Honestly, fill out the self-reflection. Could you teach a friend how to estimate multiplying fractions, or are you still confused? And fill in the space for any questions you still have. Thank you so much for watching tonight's video, and we look forward to working with you tomorrow. Bye-bye.